Somalis. What's going on, Somalis? How y'all doing this morning, afternoon, or evening? Wherever you see this video, how y'all doing? Now, why y'all have so much anger and disrespect towards the black Americans? Why? Why y'all so upset that we're not speaking up for y'all? Why? Just talk to me, Somalis. Why are y'all so upset? Why the vitriol and anger towards us? And not towards the YT man? Why? That's why I don't get. Why the displaced anger towards us, the black Americans? Y'all never liked us. Y'all never even rock with us. Just being for real, just being honest. And I'm seeing countless of videos on what y'all did in Minnesota, right? Y'all say, well, we marched for y'all doing the Black Lives Matter. I said, Black Lives Matter? Yeah, Black Lives Matter. I'm like, Black Lives Matter. George Floyd, all the Somalis, we marched in the streets in solidarity for the black Americans on when the police unalived George Floyd. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I saw y'all marching for George Floyd, I just looked at it as just an even, fair exchange. You know why? On what we did for y'all. And what we did for y'all was we donated money to feed the children.
This is a wet feeding center. That means cooked food is being distributed here. This is very good because we're sure then this is reaching those most in need. These people have traveled from very far and many are losing children along the way, and we have to ramp up these operations. Over 300,000 people here in Mogadishu need help, and those numbers are growing daily. But the cooked food needs to be fortified. We need to add in the vitamins that can help protect these children even better. And so these contributions that are coming in will go directly to operations like this and fortifying this food.
See, a lot of the commercials that we seen back in the day, maybe 30 years prior, or even 2011, matter of fact, I'm going to use 2000, even in 2011, black Americans sent money to Somalia to feed the people. Your people. We sent money there. Even in the early 90s, we sent money to y'all to feed the children. So we seen them little babies with the ribs showing. We seen them videos of them telling us that how women walk 100 miles with the babies. Some of the babies didn't make it so they can get to the food center where we was giving y'all food. That was our money that we sent. So least y'all can do is march for George Floyd. So now it's an even exchange. We don't owe you nothing. You don't owe us nothing. You get what I'm saying? We fed the children out there. So don't bring up this what y'all did for us in George Floyd. But don't bring up how we fed the children. Because keep in mind, even Michael Jackson had y'all in the videos. You get what I'm saying? Back in the 80s, early 90s, he had y'all in the videos. With the starving babies with the big head like mine. Maybe a little bigger. Some of them babies' head was big as mine. But we felt bad for you, Somalis. And I thank y'all for marching. Now, we don't owe you nothing now. You don't owe us nothing, and we don't owe you nothing. Okay?
One drama or the other with this Somalis. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. So there's this growing anger from some Somalis that feel black Americans are not standing by them during these allegations against some of the individuals in their communities. Now they keep mentioning BLM and the George Floyd protests, and they claim that, oh, we stood by you. Why are you silent now? Now let's get this straight. Black Americans did not protest during George Floyd because they were building favors or collecting allies for future use. They protested because that was the right thing to do. And BLM was not a social event, right? It was not a mutual aid agreement. It was a response to survival level injustice, that aside. Now, them comparing that moment to these allegations against them is wild. Because BLM was about systemic violence, and this situation about accusations and accountability, comparing the two of them does not make any sense. These two things are not the same. Treating them as equal minimizes what black Americans have endured historically. Another issue is the way identity is being used. Now, some Somalis say we are black, and some of them say they are not black. Now, for those of them that say that they are black, they speak about black Americans as a separate group that feel them. And I mean, that contradiction matters, because if blackness is shared, then responsibility should be shared internally and not shifted outward, because that's when trouble comes. Now, Black Americans are not just crisis response team for every situation involving Black people worldwide. I mean, they already carry the weight of so much segregation, economic inequality, and some other things, most of which are still unresolved. Now, them being silent and minding their business in this case does not mean abandonment. It just means they're trying to create boundaries, because Black Americans have learned that rushing to defend situations, especially allegations, before facts clear can destroy their own credibility and harm their long-standing struggles. And them choosing not to speak is not weakness. It's just wisdom that they have earned through painful experience. So BLM does not belong to anyone else's controversy. And you cannot just use George Floyd as your bargaining chip. And Black Americans are not obligated to just show up for you because they once fought for their own lives. And I thought Yao said that you are not Black. So if Yao are saying that you are not Black, why are you not excuse me, why are you not coming out to say, oh, Black people should stand by you because you all belong to the same category? I've never met a group of people that had so much identity crisis like this Somalis. It's like they don't even know where they belong. They don't even know where they stand. If they cannot even come together as a community and just pick an identity, and you're expecting someone else to stand by you. Like, how does it make sense, guys? Let me know your thoughts. Let's see what other creators have to say.
The biggest fear is, as Black Americans are delineating, and America as a country is doing the same thing. They're coming after us. Donald Trump got elected. Immigrants are scared. So now Black Americans are doing their own thing. At the time, we're hoping that they would be standing up for us, being part of our coalition. But
Yeah, and that's the problem.
we don't know
See,
what to do now.
yeah, because we told people, they kept telling us, well, you FBS don't whack hide. You don't whack. We came over with $2 and we were this, and y'all need to learn from us. It got real bad. And people got very arrogant, and even Jamaicans, they still do it. They still tell us, oh, don't come to Jamaica. Oh, don't do this. You are entitled. And y'all were telling us all of this stuff about how hard you work and how lazy we were. And we said, okay, well, handle your business then. And now people don't like it.
And can I say something? Do you know, I think that's why a lot of immigrants are running for office. There's a lot of Somalis in Minnesota, the New York mayor, because I think they're scared now since that, the current political system in America, and maybe Black Americans are not as supportive anymore. So they
Yeah.
feel like they have to fight for themselves. They have to have a presence, or else it's over for immigrants here.
Yeah, and that ain't working because they ain't getting elected. A lot of them are not getting elected like that. It's like Winsome Sears, like your boy out there in Minnesota, Fatah, whatever his name is. He got washed, so it ain't really working out like they wanted to work out. So, hey man, it's cats should have really checked themselves with the disrespect.
So how about we have a restart, man? Black Americans and Black immigrants, we forget everything in the past. We start a new contract. We put the disputes and all this stuff to the past and just have a fresh start. Respect each other, respect each other's cultures, work together where we can work together. Let's try to work on that. I'm ready for that.
Well, the thing is, man, it's going to have to start back in the homeland. It has to start there because a lot of people bring over the same tribalistic disposition that they had over there. They bring it over here and they look at us as just another tribal group. And that's not going to work. We've been upholding global Black unity, and we've been pretty much doing it by our damn selves. So it's time for these other groups to start standing on business over in the homeland, making sure some of that tribal nonsense has stopped. And then people can come to the table and say, hey, let's get down and, let's break bread.
I am currently asking for a ceasefire. I'm asking for a ceasefire between the Somalis and the African Americans.
Black
Please.
Americans.
We got something bigger going on right now. This is a divide and conquer situation happening in Minnesota. Y'all know we ride together when situations arise out here.
What situation?
When that George Floyd stuff
Here
happened,
we
baby,
go.
we was out there. Ain't nobody was asking what type of Black you was. We all felt that. So I just don't want this ignorant conversation to overshadow what's really happening. Don't give them the upper hand. Why are we acting slow? I'm asking for a ceasefire.
This is so ironic to see Somali people. This is like the second video I saw, first of all, of them referencing George Floyd. We were all together during George Floyd. First of all, everybody and their mother was outside. It was a national thing. Like, it was very clouded. It was very trendy. It was very trendy to be marching and saying Black Lives Matter. There were stores that would have Black Lives Matter signs in the window. A lot of people were standing in solidarity with Black Americans. And at the end of the day, if y'all claim y'all Black, then aren't you marching for yourself? Isn't Black Lives Matter for all of y'all? You see how they separate? It's like they don't even realize that they're doing it. You're separating yourself from us by saying, we was there for you during George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. Aren't you Black too? So wouldn't that also be your plight and your fight too? Wouldn't that also be you standing up for yourself and your community as well? It's because you always other yourself. It's a subconscious thing because you do not see yourself as us. And that's okay. We finally said, okay, we're not the same. I could pull up 50 videos of Somalis saying, we're not Black, we're Somalian, we're Arab. Y'all don't even say y'all African. Y'all don't even say y'all African. Now all of a sudden, don't let the white man divide and conquer. Baby, y'all have already been divided. If you were not divided, then we probably would, the way the numbers, y'all keep talking about numbers and strength in numbers. If other melanated, deeply melanated groups of people that came here did what we actually thought, what our ancestors actually thought was going to happen, if they unified with us, we would literally be running this country. Because there is strength in numbers. But you all have gone against us. You've undermined us. You've constantly talked down on us, belittled us, denigrated us, told us we wasn't shit, called us lazy, said that you were better, and separated yourself. You created your own enclaves. Down there in Minnesota, I saw a video of a Black American man try to go into the mall that you all have, and the Somalis ran him out of there, basically segregated him. It's not even safe for us to walk around freely in you all's neighborhoods. But y'all don't like to talk about that. Y'all don't like to talk about y'all anti-Black Americanness. Y'all don't even claim to be African. But now that it's convenient and y'all just don't want, a dog pile to happen because you all are having a light shown on you. And I'm very grateful for, not for people that don't deserve it, but generally speaking, a lot of the Black on Black crime, a lot of the statistics, a lot of this narrative that we are all just so inherently crime riddled, welfare queens, baby mamas, just running amok, scamming, frauding. No, I love now that we are actually saying, no, that's the Nigerians. It's the Somalis. Because everybody was falling under the Black umbrella when it came to doing something bad. When it came to committing crime, fraud, scam, it was just all of us. So it made it look like we all were, Black Americans were just terrible. When you all actually added to our crime rates and statistics, you all actually helped to push the negative racial tropes and the negative propaganda and the stereotypes. You all absolutely had a hand in it. You've been in this country since media started to really boom. So it was not always just a Black American person out here doing debauchery, pushing the narcotics, and the Jamaicans had a heavy hand in being a pusher man. But it wasn't nobody noticing the difference. And now, since you all have been continuously saying it, everybody's waking up. It's like a mass awakening. So now we see things for what they actually are. Baby, you're a Somali. We ain't all the same. Y'all been maintain that. We are not all the same. And I've seen videos of you all getting up here also saying, we're jealous of you because y'all have nice cars and y'all live in nice houses. I mean, I haven't really been covering this too much because I'm just like, it is what it is. But this is like the second or third video I saw of y'all trying to claim George Floyd as y'all standing in solidarity. Basically, literally, you're standing in our face saying, we're not the same because I was there for you during George Floyd, during Black Lives Matter.
Guys, I feel like the expectation that Black Americans should just automatically defend or amplify every issue involving other Black community is not unity. It feels like pressure to me. Now, stay with me. Pressure builds resentment, not solidarity. And I feel that true solidarity is voluntary, it's not demanded. And it grows from trust, shared history and mutual accountability, which y'all don't have. And it cannot be forced through guilt tripping or emotional comparison. Now, consider this. Many Somalis themselves say they are not black. So if they do not even claim their identity consistently, it makes the expectation that black Americans should defend them even weaker, because black Americans have their own fights. They have their own struggles in the United States. And that alone is a lot. And there's also a deeper truth that many people try to avoid, because black Americans are cautious, right? Because they know how these narratives work, and they have seen what happens when communities defend first, right? And they have watched public sympathy turn into backlash. And I feel that they refuse to sacrifice their moral authority again and again. And that is not selfishness. It's just, what do I call it now? Self-preservation, that's the word. Because using BLM as a weapon against black Americans does not make any sense. It just reframes a movement born from pain into like a transactional tool. And it just suggests that the support initially was not about justice but future repayment. And that idea alone, guys, explains why so many black Americans are stepping back, right? Because solidarity does not mean defending everything, and it does not mean silence equals betrayal, and it does not mean that one group must carry the emotional burden of another group's crisis. Because when y'all, we allegedly embezzling the money, you didn't call black Americans. So if unity is truly the goal, I feel like honesty must come first, because allegations require reflection, and if accountability requires patience, and respect requires that recognizing that, okay, black Americans are allowed to say that, okay, this is not ours to speak on, because black Americans are standing back on this one. Guys, I need to know your thoughts in the comment section, because y'all cannot tell them that, oh, you don't belong to them, you're not black, you're not this, and you expect them to stand by you. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Or you think maybe when you start guilt tripping them, when you tell them, oh, we stood by you during, so that means all the drama y'all did during BLM, during George Floyd protests, everything was just, oh, okay, let's stand by these people, or let's support this, so that when we also have issues, that means y'all were not even interested in all those protests from the bottom of your heart. Oh, this is so twisted, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear from you. And if you're following this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.